welcome to this weekly for July 15th through the 21st. I look at my calendar here, and today is July 9th. So I like to do my videos early as I share. So let's take a look at the 15th, 16th, and 17th. For a lot of you, I feel like you're coming out of your cave. Those of you that lots of us have been in confinement, depending on what state we're in or what country we're in. But I see a lot of you, the windows coming open and the fresh air and new light and new energies coming forward. I see that a lot of you have been contemplating a lot of new ideas, and I want to say two travel ideas. And it's interesting because this came up in a video that I did a few weeks back, and I thought, travel, who's traveling, right? But I feel like, this time has allowed you to sit and think about the places that you're going to travel, that you want to travel to. And I don't feel like there's any rush, but I do know that you are making plans for yourself for the future, which is always a good sign, because for a lot of us, it's been like nails on a chalkboard. We just can't, the thought that you can't go anywhere else. And in terms of seeing the world, even seeing your country, your state, has been really distracting for a lot of people. So, but for those of you that have taken the time to really feed your soul and build up the energy, because half the fun of traveling is the ideas and thoughts you have around the plans you're making. What it'll look like, what it'll feel like, what you want to experience, etc., etc. All right. For some of you too, I feel that some goals have been reached, and I see that there are new goals being planned for many of you. It's almost like the old ways are worn out and worn down, and it's time to do things in a new and different way. I feel like some of you are exploring new opportunities, work-wise, career-wise, and yeah, it's almost as if I see you peeking around a corner and taking a look at what's on the other side, what else is available. But when I look around that corner, I see a lot of clarity. It's almost as if I were looking at a beautiful outdoor scene, more of so in other words, this, what you're contemplating is going to feed you in a more healthy way. Where there's more light. I just see more light and more peace as well. Yeah, lots of new ideas, lots of coloring outside of the lines. I think a lot of you have, and I always say this with love, but it's like a kid coloring outside the lines. You are waking up to the fact that you had told yourself you have to live like this, you have to be like this, you have to contain yourself within this shell, which this is just a shell. It's a borrowed shell that we have for a very little bit of time. And it's like I see you kind of scratching it all out, like you're a little, some of you are really mad and depressed and angry that you bought into certain ideas and ideals about how to be in the world. And but they're saying, as you move through that, it's like you're angry, so let that anger come out, let it give you what you need, in terms of, it'll give you the impetus to move forward, it's the gas that will really push the engine forward. Because I see as you're moving out of that, it's like, okay, enough being mad at myself. Let's just, with love, you're still here right now. You still have plenty of time ahead for yourself. So let's just start doing it. And so I see you really, really looking at some new things and new ways of being. There's nothing wrong with being mad. It really does fuel us for new things. But if we sit and just stay in that, we just fester and we kind of keep ourselves locked into a timeline, but it's good though to get ticked off and frustrated and angry, and that you drank the Kool-Aid, let's say, and then to blossom and open up and take charge and go forward, just live. If we don't know anything else about this timeline right now, live. This is borrowed time as it is, it just flashes by. I catch myself many times being that older person saying the things that were said to me about traveling when you're young, about how fast time goes as you age, etc., like that, and it's all true. It's true. So Be blessed and grateful for all the timelines you're in, whether it's your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, because our lifespan is expanding too. So don't plan on locking yourself into like 80 and then you're done and out of here, okay? All right, boy, they're just really charged up today, aren't they? All right, let me see what else they have. I want to say with love, though, when I get to Friday, which is the 17th, I do hear borrowed time. So for some of you, I feel as though you are aware of those who maybe are on borrowed time, that they're maybe coming to the end of their journey. And I just feel like, too, that there's going to be so much grace as this transition takes place, that it is a blessing and a healing, too. Just know that, getting to close the door on this journey can be just as beautiful as when the door opens. That's where all the work is at, right? It's not that the work isn't there when the door closes, because your spirit is eternal and will continue to evolve and grow. But we want to feel like we did a good job. All right, 18th and 19th. A lot of you trying brand new things, things you've never done before. Like, I'm going to play badminton. I've never played it before. I'm going to learn to swim. I've never swum before. I just see you making a lot of strides. And I want to say more so, I don't know if strides is the right word, but because I feel like you might be a little clumsy with what you're doing, okay? But you're doing it and you're having fun doing it. And small steps are big steps. So, yeah, well, that feels really good. I hear party too. There's a party for some of you on the 19th. I feel like it's a celebration. Congratulations is what I hear. So, yeah, feels good. All right, let's look at the 20th and the 21st. Okay, I see a lot of you looking at your watch. Time. Is it time? And the funny thing is as you're looking for the dial, to see where the dial is, you keep going to the center of the clock. It's the center. Stay centered. Time is an illusion. So you can't push time. You can jump into the new timeline, but you don't need to push it. That's the thing. It's not that you can't push it. There's no need for it. It's a waste of energy. All right. Yeah, they're working really different today, but that's okay. All right, let's look at the whole 15th through to the 21st and see. I see you bringing in a lot of, you're teaching or training other people how to do what you do. I see you inviting people into, I want to say, like your tribe, your group, your circle of friends. I see too that a lot of things are going to be unfolding and opening up. In other words, a lot of, let's just say, you've had a lot of energy that you've had to expend in a certain way, but now I see the energy being opened up and clear. It's like, okay, this is for this is for this, and this is for this, where before it's like all three things were kind of entangled. I guess that would be like if you worked, schooled, and had kids in school at home, and and also did something extra on top of that. You've been working with all three things together, and now I see them kind of clearing and opening up, so that it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing here, and I know what this is here, rather than the entanglement. For many of you parents and teachers and everyone that's been teaching kids while they've been at home, making sure that they're getting their work done. It's not been easy when you're trying to do 8 hours yourself and get your job done, but bless you. All right. So we'll be smoothing out. We'll be getting much easier. I see too, a lot of you are going to start to listen a lot more. I feel like a lot of you have been shut down. It's like you had your mind made up, things were a certain way, and that's the way it is, and I'm not listening to anybody else. And now I see like this earplug coming out, and it's like, time to listen, because I feel like there's been some big information, big insight that you have not been paying attention to because you didn't want to hear it. It's, I feel like too, for some of you, it's been like, wah, 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 the news or whatever it is that's been, whatever you've been hearing played, or it's just like, I can't hear it anymore, don't want to hear it. or I'm just going to tune it out. But now it's like I see this opening and more clarity and more information coming forward. You're ready to be open to some new insights and new ideas. You know, when we keep seeing things kind of repeat themselves, like the chaos that we've seen for quite a while, we assume that, you know, that's how it's going to continue to be, or that there will be nothing done about the chaos, you know, that who's in charge here. And but they're saying you're going to open up and like realize, okay, there have been changes, and there are people lining up, and there are people getting ready to open up and create this new space for new ideas. So things are shifting and clearing. You will feel that more so, I want to say around the 20th, which would be that Monday. All right. Yeah. Let's see. For a lot of you too, I want to say I have been sensing a lot of fear energy. Now, like I said, this is July 9th. I've been feeling it for about a week. So I just feel like everybody's very frightened. They're just really unsure, and there's just lots of insecurity going on. So I feel like a lot of, so what some of you have done is you've like hunkered down and covered up and went into your cave a little bit. And they're saying it's going to be time to take the weight off that you've been feeling about the things that have been pressing on you, that have left you feeling very frightened. You know, I think that this is, I know that collectively, this is a collective energy that we're all sensing. But if you're not aware of what that is, you can assume it's you personally. And you can start to fear up all kinds of areas of your life. So it's important that you keep your consciousness balanced, clean, and that you see the opportunities, you see the light, you see the healing, you see and are, you know, part of solutions. All right. Because one person does make a difference. One person does make a difference. Say that again. One person does make a difference. So the way you choose to see the world is exactly what you will see. So see it as a cleansing, a healing, and an unfolding, and the system's being shaken up as it should be. All right? We're in a new time, a new era. Well, and I hear too, because I realize this weekly is coming in very different today, but they're saying with a lot of gentleness is please yourself. And I feel that more so as you move into the 20th, 21st, but I feel like it's going to be that whole week you're going to realize I can't please anybody else. I have to make sure that I'm okay. And, you know, our needs are very basic sometimes. You know, a good walk and some healthy food and a roof over your head, you know, just basics. But it's just this gentleness of just please yourself, and you're realizing if I stay centered and if I do the things that bring me comfort, then my energy or that is what will serve everyone else, but I have to serve myself first, you know. So take care of you, you know, and realize that there are changes happening. You know, you just have to be open to see them. So you look for those. All right. And Spirit will bring them into you too. All right. I also see a 4-leaf clover. So some of you are going to be getting some good luck, I see. All right. So I was drawn to pull one of my cards today. I'll realize that this does come in right now. Here's my little tattered box. There we go. You can see that box. It's all worn down. Yeah. So I'm going to pull it here in real time. I already shuffled it. Let's see. I'm going to be right here. I let go. I accept life as it is. I do not judge and I do not dramatize. I let life's events come freely and I welcome the lessons they convey. I stop struggling now. I let go and know that God always gives me that which is most appropriate for my soul. So there we go. Let's see. There we go. Let me see. That's really beautiful. All right. So a little confirmation there, which is always nice. With that, I want to say thank you so much. And I also want to let you know that the free ETS session will be up on my site. The link will be in the credits here, and it will be available from the 15th through to the 17th. Then it will go into my ETS store. So with that, love you all. Stay peaceful. Namaste.